How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we're going to do an update on Palantir stock today, which, guys, it went up a good chunk, almost 3%, actually over 3% on the day, and now we're almost back over $24 per share. So you guys know the drill. We're going to break down the charts and go over what I'm looking to do with Palantir. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below. Check out the QR code right here, or just go to stasurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your money, guys. It's free money. Who doesn't like free money? And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So Palantir stock, man, crushed it today in the midst of an overall pretty rocky, all over the place type of day in the stock market, where we had the Russell down 0.4%, the Dow went down 0.3%, the NASDAQ went up almost 0.75%. So big tech did well, which is not surprising considering Apple shot up over 6% on the day, 7% actually, and we had the S&P up around 0.25%, right? So we can see clearly Palantir uptrended all day. We opened up at around $23 per share and we hit almost 24. So close, guys, 5 cents away from $24 per share. And you guys can see if I pull up this 5-day, 5-minute, do you remember that ascending triangle we called out in my video yesterday? Well, that ended up playing out beautifully today. We broke out of the highs from yesterday, you guys can see, and now we're approaching the highs from, it looks like, about a week ago. Last week on what, Wednesday or maybe Thursday, we hit this point. Either way, we're getting awfully close to the high 23s again. We're in the high 23s, and if we break out of this point, $24, I think we're going higher in the short term, right? And you can see it's funny, we hit $23.95 on the 6th, and we just hit that same price point today on the dot, and we got rejected. In fact, it looks like we hit it again in the aftermarket. We got rejected again. So if we could push above 24 and start to really get the momentum out of $24, man, this could be going a lot higher in the short term. Not guaranteed, of course. Please do your own research, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you all what to do. But yeah, man, it looks like the S&P 500 news did nothing to the stock, which, what did I say last week, guys? What did I say? I said if we did not get included in the S&P 500, it wouldn't be that big of a deal in the short term for the stock. And sure, we sold off a little bit on Friday, whatever, boo-hoo, and then we rebounded a bit yesterday and exploded today. So obviously investors, traders, they don't really care about the S&P, right? Sure, it's something that at some point it'd be nice to happen. Eventually it will happen, but doesn't necessarily have to happen this go around, this quarter's rebalance. Not necessarily. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. Like I said before, the fundamentals are strong. They're only increasing. AIP is going to be huge, right? And the S&P inclusion is only the cherry on top. That's the way I'm looking at it, right? So PLTR is crushing it. We're getting close to the highs. We're pretty much at the highs from last week, which if we get out of there, guys, above $24 per share, the $1 million question is, where are we going next? Well, let me show you on the 10-day. Well, actually, you can't see it here on the 10-day, maybe on the 20-day chart. Nope, you can't see it here either because we're pushing towards a month high or a 2-month high or a 1.5-month high. Either way, yeah, 1.5-month high is where we're pushing, guys. And look, this is a cup and handle, clear as day on PLTR. Do you guys see this right here? We got the cup, got the handle, and if we take 24 out, guys, mark my words, I could be wrong. Please do your own research, but 25 to 26 bucks is coming, in my opinion. That's where we could be going next. That's where we were after, or actually before, the last earnings report. And when we got the big dump off, that's when I started buying aggressively because I knew it was only a matter of time before we got back to the mid-20s, because I didn't think the stock deserved to get hit that aggressively post-earnings, but it did. and I viewed it as a buying opportunity. And here we are, guys, on the verge of getting back to where we were before the earnings. So what are your thoughts, guys? You all know me. I've been buying this thing in the $20, $21 range. And, what are you guys doing? Are you going to buy this breakout? Are you already in the stock? Are you buying it where we are right now? I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And by the way, guys, run the likes up on this video. Let's try and get at least 150 likes. Run the likes up. And don't forget to subscribe. We're doing stock market content every single day here, guys. Multiple videos per day. So make sure you all subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers, which I think is possible maybe by the end of this year, but it's not possible without you guys. I appreciate you all as always. So we have a couple more minutes here. Let me look at some other stocks that did very well today. Obviously, Apple hit an all-time high. It's breaking out. We're now up around $45. Geez, my math's off. A little bit under $45 from the recent low where we hit $165, $164. We're up 26% off those lows on their AI announcement from yesterday, which I'll probably do a separate video on that. Maybe I'll cover that more in depth on TikTok. Make sure to go follow me on there at Stas Talk Stocks. But yeah, we're breaking out on Apple, and I knew that that dip wouldn't last long on Apple when it got down to $165 per share. It doesn't usually last long with a stock like Apple. They're doing so many freaking buybacks, man, which I don't necessarily agree with wholeheartedly, but their buyback program is insane, and they bought back so much stock in the 160s, 170s, and, obviously Buffett's still in the stock. It's still one of the most dominant stocks out there, so it was only a matter of time before this thing rebounded, and here we are, completely breaking out. And I got a question, Stas, should I buy puts on Apple? And I said no to that question. At least I wouldn't. I don't know, shorting or buying puts on Apple, especially after we got the news that we got, the momentum that we're seeing, it might not be the most, wise decision. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. Sure, maybe it does pull back a little bit in the short term, but I don't think that pullback is going to last. I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, AAPL breaking out, looking pretty good. Looks like CrowdStrike's continuing to move after it did get included in the S&P 500, unlike Palantir. But again, it's only the cherry on top, not a big deal. Looks like CrowdStrike hit $385 per share today, fresh all-time high yet again for CRWD. And clearly that inverse head and shoulders breakout that we called out ended up playing out, and it keeps on moving and grooving, guys. I'm loving it. So let me see what else ended up moving today, guys. Then I'll wrap the video up. Let me do some rapid fire here. So it looks like Enphase is right back to the mid-low 130s. I'm telling you, watch out for 135, 140 on Enphase. If this thing breaks out, we could be going a lot higher on this. Nice momentum stock, in my opinion. So keep your eyes on that, kind of forming nicely right now. And it looks like, what else? Looks like Google went up around 0.9% on the day. Pretty good there. And Google looks good on the charts here, guys. Very good, actually. We have an ascending triangle, clear as day on Google. This could be playing out, or breaking out, excuse me. I would not be surprised if that played out there. And if we took out 183 to 185, Google, $200. Hey, it's only a matter of time. In my personal opinion, that's probably where we're headed. Obviously, it's not a guaranteed, but by the looks of the charts here, guys, it looks like that's where we're going. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And by the way, man, tomorrow is going to be huge. We have the CPI data, the FOMC statement, a lot's going on with GameStop as well, which a ton of content's coming tomorrow, guys. So make sure to subscribe, and do not forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000 with at least a $100 deposit by using that link down below, by checking out the QR code right here, or by going to StasSurFest.com/Moomoo. It's free money, guys, and of course, it helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.